Chapter 1, The 3 C's. I came up with the 3 C's, conviction, clarity, context, a few years ago, after having witnessed many powerful and effective presentations, and equally as many ineffective ones. Conviction. To speak with conviction means to speak with passion. Although passion is a cliched term, and I hate cliches, it still has value. Speaking with conviction shows you own your content. We'll discuss owning content in a separate chapter. To own your content means you know what you're talking about, or, at minimum, you give the impression that you do. Sometimes that's enough. This doesn't mean you always have to be an expert in every facet of the topic you're presenting about, but it does mean that you truly believe in the words you're saying. I speak from experience. Once you lose your audience's attention, you generally never get it back. You really need to ask yourself, if I'm not enthusiastic, why should the audience be? Believe me when I say this, conviction takes you halfway to the finish line in a presentation. You don't need to scream or jump up and down or do cartwheels per se. People might think you're crazy. However, speaking with conviction means that the words that come out of your mouth flow so well and are so strong that they are hard to contest. Whether people agree or not, everyone respects what you are saying. Your words are unstoppable. Clarity. With all due respect, I find too many people today speak with marble mouth. You've heard the term. Their words seem a bit garbled. When speaking, they don't finish each word before beginning the next one. I think most people can do something to change that. Enunciate. I also find that people speak way too fast. Why exactly? I'm not sure. I have some thoughts, but that's irrelevant to this discussion. I've traveled to China for business many times over the years. English-speaking Chinese people have often told me that they enjoy speaking to me in English because I don't talk too fast or too slow, and they can continue to enhance their English skills. I'll take the compliment. When you speak, you should respect the words that come out of your mouth. Why do so many of us wake up in the morning, put on nice clothes to either feel good about ourselves or to impress others, but when it comes to our speech, we don't invest nearly as much effort? We put so much energy into the way we look and the latest trends on social media, but we don't concern ourselves nearly as much with how we come across when we speak. I never understood that. Let's stop making everyone else rich and famous by giving them all of our attention. Let's invest in ourselves a bit. Speaking with clarity is an investment that lasts a lifetime. This sounds corny, but the truth is, I've never hired someone who was qualified but had marble mouth during an interview. Instead, I've always given people who were well-spoken during an interview a bit more preference, even if they had a slight deficit in experience or a particular skill. Context. If you've ever been given feedback that you speak too much, like I have, you may have wondered why. I'm going to guess that you were either slightly bothered by or indifferent to the feedback. I can bet, though, that no one ever mentioned how to help correct that. To speak with context is to be aware of who your audience is, your surroundings, and your end objective. I have a chapter on audience which will further explain. For example, if you are doing a business presentation on sourcing and supply chain, consider how much you can reasonably assume your audience already knows and what they need to know. Stay within that range. Don't provide unnecessary information. Furthermore, your tone should rest with whether your audience is comprised of senior or junior executives. Some people are better than others at accomplishing this. Some of us, myself included, need to practice. This is particularly true when we are passionate about the subject. We can sometimes get, quote, lost in the romance. It's important to keep in mind that not everyone will care about the topic as much as we do. While that may be a bit discouraging at times, it's the truth. In short, it's important to give your audience what they need. No more, no less.